Thank you for taking the time to listen to this Concept Map 1 debriefing. This presentation should be viewed after you have received your grade for Concept Map 1. First, let's review the essential components of a map. Maps should include propositions, hierarchies, and examples. It may also include crosslinks. Highly recommended. Propositions are formed by linking concepts using linking phrases. Linking phrases are used to connect two or more concepts representing the relationship between these concepts. The linking phrases are critical to the reader in understanding what is the relationship between the two concepts that it's joining. They can represent a complete thought, but not necessarily complete sentences. Propositions join linking consecutive hierarchies. The map should be organized in a hierarchical manner, meaning H1 is a larger, bigger idea than H2, then H3, and H4, or subsequently. In the figure with the term or concepts, you should put H1, H2, H3, so that the reader can know the order or the consecutive nature of the hierarchies. Remember, again, these are brief concepts, not short sentences. Examples come at the end of a hierarchy chain, and they're used to better illustrate a particular concept. They do not create a new H level, but they're connected to the hierarchy preceding. Crosslinks are larger ideas and typically connect different sections of the map or different ideas on different hierarchy chains. They must be more than one H level apart, and they generally represent larger conceptual relationships than consecutive hierarchies. Here's an example of a student map that is incorrect. The map structure is unclear, the H levels are not labeled, the H levels are not color-coded, there are extended phrases in the concept shapes. It is unclear to the reader what the student is indicating here with this map. Is it a process? Is it structure? There are serious structural issues with this map. Example number 2, on the other hand, has so little content we're not clear what the reader is telling us. We see inconsistencies in the way linking phrases are represented. We see no H-level delineation, no color coding. It is difficult, again, to tell what the reader is telling us here about the process for remedying problem behavior. This map is an example of a correctly completed map. You see H levels delineated in the shapes with the concepts. You see H1, H2. You see examples which are a different color, but not a new H level. They're examples of the preceding hierarchy. You see some repetition with the linking phrases. The user could vary that, and the user can also think about additional H levels or content or the use of crosslinks. Example number 4, student map again. You see a process delineated here with all H1s being the same color and shape, larger than the H2 shapes. And then you see the examples, no matter where they are on the map, being the same color. This student too can think about additional hierarchies or crosslinks, and they could vary the linking phrases to represent the different relationships between these concepts. But again, this is a structurally sound map. Some common errors are observed when looking at your maps. Some students did not use concept CMap tool software. This is required because it will allow you to indicate the structures and the color coding that is needed. Some students' maps were confusing. The structure is not clear. The reader, such as myself, is not able to see where to begin or to follow the flow of the map. Some students did not use size, shape, or color or H-level delineation for the hierarchies. Again, this limits the reader's ability to understand the relationship among the concepts. Crosslinks are sometimes misused, meaning they join consecutive hierarchies. Thereby, they just provide an example of the previous hierarchy. The relationships, again, has to be a higher level conceptual relationship that you're indicating with a crosslink. Examples are sometimes labeled with a new H level. Please remember that examples do not create an H level. And last, some students' maps are convoluted. Clearly, they've used content from the text, and that was not needed for Map 1. Map 2 is your opportunity to show what content you have learned. Map 1's function is to teach you how to create a structurally sound map and to represent the ideas and how they are organized in your head on paper so that others could understand. So that's my feedback on Map 1. Thank you for taking the time to review this screencast thematic. If you still have additional questions, I have some guiding questions for you with Map 2 that has been indicated in your grading feedback, and there is a document online in the last learning unit providing further guidance for Map 2. Thank you again for listening to this screencast thematic.